The European Union proposed a new directive to create a faster and a simpler process for investors, financial intermediaries, and tax authorities. It's called the Faster Directive. And in short, it revises the withholding tax regime in the EU. Let me explain a bit more about the scope and the key components. The current dividend and interest withholding tax refund procedures in the EU are time-consuming, unclear, and they also vary from country to country. And this discourages cross-border investments within and into the EU. It's good to know that the Faster proposal will only apply to publicly traded shares and bonds. Non-listed shares and bonds are out of scope of the proposed directive. Faster obliges member states to implement 3 measures. EU member states are firstly required to issue EU digital tax residency certificates, and they must be provided within 1 working day. This leads to a fast and an easy process to confirm the tax residency of the EU taxpayer for the relief of withholding taxes. Furthermore, investors need to engage with certified financial intermediaries in order to benefit from the withholding tax relief procedures. These financial intermediaries need to register themselves in a national register of an EU member state. And finally, EU member states are required to implement a relief at source system or a quick refund procedure. Under a relief at source system, the correct amount of withholding tax will be applied at the time of the dividend or interest payment based on the applicable double tax treaty. A quick refund procedure of the dividend or interest payment is subject to the general withholding tax rate in the source country. Based on the double tax treaty, the excess withholding tax must subsequently be refunded within 25 days starting from the day the payment was made. The directive should be implemented in national legislation by December 31st, 2026 and enters into force as of January 1st, 2027. For in-scope businesses, I recommend that you carefully assess how to take advantage of the opportunities laid out in this proposed Faster Directive. And of course, you can contact me or my team for advice and further information.